Awesome. Blessed morning, everyone. Definitely a pleasure to be live with you here once again on our Zoom platform for another Mindset Monday. Thank you so much for all those that are with us thus far. And I trust that those who are wanting to be with us will be able to jump on and get some of this information. As you know, I come here on a Monday morning, 7:45 every Monday, really to just inject some inspiration or motivation in you to help you through your Monday and through the rest of your week also. So I'm thankful that you're here and you guys just being here and sharing your thoughts also and, making the comments also encourages me to continue doing what I do, especially when I hear how much value you guys are getting from these sessions. So this morning I want to talk to you about significance over success. I heard a guy said once, why stoop to be successful when you can be significant? And that stayed with me because normally people are saying that they want to be successful, but here this guy is saying that he doesn't want to just be successful. He's not going to stoop to that when significance is possible. Interesting concept, right? Not sure if anybody ever heard that before. You could type in the comments if you've heard that before. But it was really interesting to me when I heard this a few years ago. And I decided to start looking at the difference between success and significance. So I looked up the definition. I have it in my notes here this one because I want to read it for you guys. It is said that successful means accomplishing a desired aim or result. That is being successful. You set out to do something and you got that thing done. That is successful and it's good. Significant, however, it means sufficiently great or important to be worthy of attention or noteworthy. Now, you're already hearing the difference between being successful and being significant, right? And it's in no way that I'm trying to say that being successful is wrong. Obviously, I'm not saying that. Or it's not commendable. I'm just only saying that more is possible. Rather than just only being successful, you can be significant also. So I'm going to give you some examples. And one of those examples is like a student graduating from a university, and they graduate from that university with honors. They get their degree and they get honors. They're probably a student in the 90s or maybe over 95, and they graduate with honors. Now that obviously is success. And people will look up to someone like that. Students in the class, they will look up to that person because they are indeed successful. They came to the university to get their degree done, but it did not just come out with a degree, mediocre. They graduated with honors. That's successful. However, significance would be that student who maybe was not in the 90s, maybe in the 80s, maybe even in the high 70s. So they got their degree. They maybe did not graduate with honors, but that student realized in their classroom that there were other students who were struggling to get their degree. And that student found creative ways of helping or inspiring a group of 5 or a group of 10 persons that if they had not done this thing, those students may have failed or taken a couple extra years to achieve their degree. Now, the student who got the honors would certainly be remembered, but that student who inspired or helped in whatever way those 5 or 10 other students that may have flunked, helped them to actually get that degree, that student would have made an impact, a greater impact, and be of some significance to those students. You guys getting me with the difference here? Successful, yes. Significant, better. Or we can look at someone who accomplished one of the biggest goals that so many persons have, and maybe the single largest investment that most persons make, purchasing their own home. When you see somebody purchase their own home, it's a great accomplishment, and you commend them, you congratulate them. That's big, it's huge. And that's successful. But the person who inspires or helps other persons to be able to achieve this very same thing, that person will be considered significant. They have inspired other persons to home ownership, or they've showed them a clear path of where they could start and how they could get to the place where they actually have their own home. That person would have impacted these individuals and become more significant to those persons. So they will not so much remember the person that purchased their own home, but they will remember the person that inspired them or walked them through a process or helped them in some way to achieve their own home. You guys see where I'm going with this? When I was preparing for this talk, I remembered a friend of mine. He was talking about one of his colleagues who purchased a brand new vehicle. It was kind of funny to me a little bit, but he was saying to me, he saw his colleague purchase a brand new vehicle, and he congratulated him and stuff, but he was wondering, like how he was able to do that. He went to the showroom, he priced the same vehicle that his colleague purchased, and he saw that the vehicle was almost $300,000. And he was saying to me, he has to be doing something else also, because the salary that we have, he can't buy that vehicle. But the salary that we have, he can't purchase that. That's almost $300,000. Where he getting that money from? And I said to him, well, do you know that he could actually go to a bank or some lending institution and pay down just 10% and have his money for his insurance? And maybe even some institutions that give you even 100% financing based on your debt service ratio. And they fund the purchase of that once they see that you have the ability to make the monthly payments. So if the vehicle is $300,000, all he really needed to save was $30,000 and have his insurance money, maybe $15,000, $20,000. And if it was 0% down, meaning 100% financing, then all he needed was insurance money. And he was like, seriously? He literally did not know that. He did not know. And I'm saying that because in a lot of cases, people don't even know where to start where home ownership is concerned. So if you purchase your own home, you are successful. But if you could create some system, or you could inspire somebody else, or you could help somebody else through the process to own their own home, you have now become significant rather than just successful. Are you guys getting me with this morning? I'll give you one more example. The company that I work with is a perfect example also. Someone could build a business and people cheer them, people congratulate them and say, he's very successful. Look at this business that he's built. And that's good. But being significant will now be where you could create a system where other persons could actually be able to build a very successful business just like you did. And you will now become very significant in the lives of these individuals, because our company, the business model that they initially used, is a very successful business model, but it gives them only the win if they had continued with that business model. However, they decided to employ a new business model that allowed persons to be associates with them and build business together with them. And now thousands of people all over the world, now tens of thousands of persons all over the world, are able to build business by simply using the same products and the same system that the owners of this company was using. So successful, yes, but now that they've opened up the opportunity to so many other persons, they have now become so significant. And I will always remember the owners of our company now because of this. Now, if they did not choose this second option, I might have never even heard about them before. Success, yes. Significance is definitely better. So I'm talking to you guys this morning about significance over success. You could choose today to continue along the path of achieving your dreams and goals, and you will be counted as a great success. But when you could help other persons to achieve their dreams and goals, you will be counted as significant. That's when your name continues on. Even way after you've passed on, your name continues to be called and it rings in the lives of people because you have been a significant part of their life. If we look at every example that I just gave you, success was a me thing. Significance, it was a people thing. And I'll end off by saying this. Zig Ziglar says it like this: if you help enough people get what they want, you will have all that you want. And it's really just the truth. So I thank you guys for listening to this video today, Mindset Monday. If you got value, please type value into the comments, but I want you to do a very good thing for me and just share this information with those that you believe will also benefit from what was shared here this morning.